Tony Khan doesn't care, damn it. Tony Khan doesn't care. Does he care? Does he no care? We don't really know about it. Tony Khan, Tony Khan, Tony Khan. Ooh, can the man, Tony Khan. Anyway, let's dive into it, folks, because Tony Khan responds to Eric Bischoff's criticism, alright? And I'll tell you what his criticism was. He was burying. He says there's no way back for AEW. Tend to agree with him here on this channel, but Tony Khan was doing an interview with KNC Masterpiece. AEW president Tony Khan was asked about the antagonistic relationship between himself and former WCW president Eric Bischoff. Here is what Khan had to say. Let's dive into it. And I quote, "I have no idea. I don't really care what he says. We have done really, really well, and we have a great thing going with AEW and something to be really proud of. We're not only for years to come be doing shows on TBS and TNT, but we're going to set the record for the longest run of professional wrestling ever on TNT. It's pretty amazing because for a company only 5 years old, we've accomplished so much. We've set the world record for wrestling ticket sales, and we're just going into this new media rights deal that is historic and hasn't even kicked in yet. Starting January 1st, every week, you can watch Dynamite still on TBS, but we're going to be live streaming on Max, which is a top streaming platform, and I think the best streaming platform. We're going to have every AEW every Wednesday night and every Saturday night on Max. In addition to TNT, it's really important for us because cable is massive and massive for sports and wrestling. TNT and TBS is stables of cable, as Eric knows himself very well. But it's really important for the future to also have a foothold in streaming. That's what we're going to do. Have now with AEW on Max. I think AEW is doing fantastic. Brother. Well, that confirms to me that Tony Khan is an absolute bullshit artist. You know, absolutely not. He is. He's a bullshit artist. He's a bullshit artist. I mean, it's like anything he said here in response to Bischoff, right? It's just like ridiculous. And you want to know why it's like ridiculous? Because he could have come out with like the greatest response of all time, but when he comes out at the end, when he ends his thing here, right? At the end, and it says, "I think AEW is doing fantastic." It's like that just undermines everything you've said. And it's not like everything he said beforehand, Troops, was actually good. You know, it was pretty poor, if you ask me, brother. It wasn't very good, alright? And of course he cares about Eric Bischoff, or else he wouldn't be greeting about it right now. The reality is, he is greeting about it, and he doesn't seem too happy on the matter, alright? It sucks. It's not fucking good. It's brutal. What is there to say though about Tony Khan? The guy is ridiculous. Like, I think at least McMahon in the past would have been open to criticism. Hell, I think even Triple H is a wee bit open to criticism. Tony Khan is like a deflection artist. He has, you know, he's got more spins in a washing machine. Does big Tony Khan, and it clearly does matter about what Eric Bischoff says, because he goes through like a full article there. He's like, as Eric himself knows very well, brother, TNT and TBS are stables of cable. You know, Eric Bischoff knows, damn it. Eric Bischoff knows. But, yeah, pretty interesting, to say the least, from big Eric Bischoff's point of view. But what do you guys think? Obviously, this beef's going to continue to go on. I mean, the downward trajectory that AEW's on, you just feel like it's absolutely going to sink, and Bischoff's going to twist the knife even more, and rightfully so. And you know, Bischoff did answer a few weeks ago or whatever about why he was, you know, so bothered about AEW, and honestly, it's like no one really knows why. To be fair, he's so bothered about AEW, like the true reasons why. But I think it is down to the Ted Turner comments that Tony Khan made and things like that. You know, burying Ted Turner and all that good stuff. I mean, I'll say good stuff. I mean, I completely disagree with what Tony Khan said. So maybe Bischoff's took it serious. Maybe he has, but that's just the way it goes at the end of the day. But I want you to leave your thoughts down below. Who's in the money? Who's right? Who's wrong? Uncle Eric or Uncle Tony. Hit the buttons, man. Hit them all. Like button, subscribe, comments. Let's get seeing you.